Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Beauty and the Geek.
Wow, it's the second to last one.
I know.
And last week, Shay and Joshua were sent home by William and Jenn. Go figure.
Yep, and Dave was happy about that because he's like, oh, I think William and Jenn need more time to mend their relationship.
Yeah, that's very philosophical of you, Dave.
Yes.
But Dave wants Nicole, and he's got a heavy-duty crush on her for sure.
He's totally crushing.
And just to throw a little romance into the whole situation, he told her the story about his dead uncle and how he went to the funeral, but there was a girl that he liked, and when he got back, she had a boyfriend.
That's depressing.
Dave, don't tell girls that. Just don't do it. So you know what, kids? It's alcohol time.
Yep. They go downstairs and the host has a bottle of wine.
Let's
they're like,
drink and be happy.
Yeah, Jen's like, let's just be happy and drink.
So if you haven't guessed it already, they go into a vineyard. Well, if you've seen the show, you know. But, I mean, for the people who watch this for the recap. So, yeah, you've got to win this challenge to be guaranteed a spot in the final two.
If you lose, you're going to the elimination.
Yeah, it's dog eat dog from then on. So get studying, and I'll see you at the vineyard.
Ooh. So Dave and Jasmine they're just ready to win this challenge. They're going to take Sam and Nicole down.
Because that's what they need to do, because Sam's the biggest threat in this whole game.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, so they're on the bus on the way to the vineyard, and William is reading, and he's like, Cabernets. Cabernets.
It's Cabernet.
Get it right. Even your beauty knew that. He's got some whole thing about pronunciation. He just doesn't get phonetics.
But we'll get there.
Okay, so.
Because that will take a play or a role or whatever in the
Yes,
game.
it will. So the challenge to get into the final two is bottling wine. So what they need to do is get 20 pounds of grapes.
Yeah, you have to go out into the vineyard and get 20 pounds of grapes, come back, put them in a barrel, stamp or stomp on them.
With your bare feet.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
And you need
Bottle,
a certain
cork,
amount of juice to come out.
Right.
And then you need to, bottle,
cork, and label. 3 bottles.
But for the whole challenge, you will be tied to your partner. I think they were tied around the ankle and also
and the
at the
waist.
hip.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. And what's 10 pounds?
Yeah, I think that was the most difficult part of the challenge.
To figure out how much was 10 pounds.
Because if you went back with not enough, you had to go back.
Right.
And then if you took forever down there, you took forever.
Right. Well, the quickest one back with their grapes was Dave and Jasmine.
Yeah.
He had a whole bag of them.
Dave had 20 pounds in his own, without Jasmine's even being added.
Way to go, Dave. We're proud of you. I got enough just with mine.
Yes, I have enough grapes.
Woo! I love when Dave gets all excited because his eyes get as big as saucers, and he's just so proud of himself.
He does the mouth thing too. He's like,
oh yeah,
So yeah.
Sam and Nicole were taking forever.
Yeah, before the challenge, Sam was like, oh, this could be good because I could help speed her up.
Yeah,
because all of his greatness will rub off onto her.
She's like an old woman.
But she slowed him down.
There's no helping her, Sam. No helping her. So yeah, William and Jenn apparently didn't know what 10 pounds were because they had to go back and get more because they only had 6 pounds. So
6 pounds each.
Right. So Dave and Jasmine had trouble getting their wine out. Well, their grape juice anyway.
Yeah, they were stomping on it, and they had a lot of juice in their barrel, but it wasn't coming out of the spigot.
I think all the seeds were getting clogged in the spigot there. They probably should have had a strainer in there.
They pulled that bad boy off, and it was like.
Yeah, it looked like dirty
yeah, it was
water.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to wash their feet.
Yeah, well, they knew they weren't drinking it, so.
Well, yeah. That'd be gross, but.
Yeah. Ooh, foot juice.
No!
So, Dave and Jasmine blew the other two teams out of the water. And the suspense that was created by making us think that they were going to drop the bottles on the way to Michael. I was almost dying.
The way that they had it set up though, I thought he was going to be like, this is wrong, go back.
Yeah.
Because it was scary. And
it was scary.
No!
But you know what? Dave and Jasmine made the final two.
They won.
Woo, woo, woo.
Biatch.
Yeah, so Dave said a cheer went out so loud that all of California could hear it.
And all the LARPers across the world rejoiced.
Yes. So, as a reward, everybody had a lovely meal at the Vineyard on top of a mountain. But Sam, being the dirty old spoiled sport that he is when he doesn't win,
he was upset because he didn't win.
He wouldn't eat, so he just drowned his sorrows in the bottle, the alcohol.
That was Dave and Jasmine's time to shine.
And he stole it away from them. So when they got back to the house, they had a little surprise waiting for everybody.
They were like, go to the study. Of course, they're showing their videos from the first day.
Oh, I loved it. Dave was so geeky. He's like, so normal now.
Jasmine was on my list. It was on the bottom of my list of potential partners.
Sam, you're going to sleep on the floor.
And then Jasmine said that Dave doesn't have a girlfriend because he doesn't know how to lie.
I know. Poor Dave.
Good point.
He's got to be more sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam's big line was, stop being a geek and just be cool.
That has to be one of my favorite lines from the season. I remember we said that.
There was not much to show about Nicole because she's just so boring. She's a stick up somebody else's ass.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Nicole. You just don't do it for me.
She is really boring.
And then Jen and William with their mindful thoughts.
Theirs was like all fighting.
Yeah. What weighs more, a cup of fat or a cup of muscle?
I don't even want to think of a cup of either of those.
No.
It's disgusting.
But then he's like, well, that depends. How many ounces are in the cup?
Dummy. If you put the same amount
I know.
of fat and muscle in 2 separate cups, the muscle's going to weigh more.
I know. And then he's still arguing at the end, and he's like, just remember, one is denser than the other. Just say it. And you know what? It doesn't matter how dense it is. If it's filled up in ounces, one's going to weigh more than the other. Okay, so William and Jen really want to win this. And they're going to put everything aside for the competition.
Yep.
But Dave, stay away from Nicole. Don't help her study. Please don't help her oh, you're helping her study.
Man.
So Jasmine's totally playing matchmaker.
She's like, we should go on a 4 date.
Yeah.
Jasmine.
A group
That's also known as a double date.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, if they make it past elimination room, we're going to do that.
Right. So Jasmine went in and told Nicole that Dave wanted to talk to her. So she doesn't know what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
So she went in and Dave asked her out.
Yeah, but Dave was like, so.
That's exactly how he did it. Dave, we're so proud of you, but the wrong girl. Very
go out with
good delivery, wrong girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's no good for you. She's a big Muppet head. Don't do it. And I don't care if she lives in Boston. Just don't go on her tea. So yeah, they're probably gonna go out for ice cream or something. And he was like, I hope you come back after elimination because I really like you. Yeah.
And then he went.
Yeah, and she was just like, oh.
Very nice, Nicole.
Yeah.
Not.
You probably broke his heart, but he didn't know the difference.
He didn't realize because he was so excited that he even asked.
Yeah, yeah. So he was just on cloud 9.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? She said later on that she doesn't see it going anywhere. Honey, excuse me. What else is going on with you?
What other options do you have?
Will, Will, the big pumpkin-headed guy.
Ew.
You're a geek magnet. At least Dave the LARPer is at the top of the geeks. He's really at the top of the food chain there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what? It's time for elimination.
Yeah. Questions about wine.
So, the beauties went first. So, it was Jen versus Sam. And Jen missed one of her questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was 1 for her and 2 for Sam at the end of that round.
But
So, it's all up to William.
the ironic thing was the question that Jen got wrong. She got it wrong because William pronounced the word wrong while they were studying.
Right.
Why can't you pronounce anything right? You blew it.
I hope him and his arrogance have taken a step down.
Me too.
Because he's a jerk. So now it's up to Sam. I'm sorry. Now it's up to William to try and beat Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already at a disadvantage. But he missed one of his questions and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Sam and Nicole have won. And William and Jen are going home because of William's dumb mistake with teaching Jenn. So.
And because he didn't know freaking Amy Winehouse sung Rehab, everybody knows that song.
Come on. Geesh. It's on the radio. You turn it on every 5 seconds. So, next week, this is exciting. Mm-hmm. I've never seen this done before. The teams take their partners home to meet their families.
That's going to be so cool.
I can't wait to see Dave's family.
Me neither. And
I can only imagine what Sam's family looks like. They're all pumped.
Get some.
So, and the winner next week is going to be picked in a new way.
It's supposed to blow your mind.
And I'm sure it will. So, get ready to have the top of your head blown off. Till next week, kids.
Much love.